Hey, what's happening? Tim with Nomad Trading. Today we're going to talk about GEVO, GEVO, the craziest stock of the day. Um, is there anything else to even talk about today but GEVO? This thing is insane. And Tesla. I'm going to look at Tesla as well because that thing is also crazy. So if you want to check out GEVO and Tesla, we're going to have a little conversation about those two stocks today. Maybe throw some other stuff in there, we'll see, but this is just going to be a quick video recapping the hottest stocks of the day, which is GEVO and I would say Tesla. Those are the two that seem ludicrous today anyway. So there's some other runners as well, but those are the two we're going to look at. So check it out. Here we are inside my computer, my lovely computer here. We're going to talk about GEVO, GEVO. This thing, okay, first of all, look at the volume right here, guys. Almost 1 billion shares traded today. I can't recall ever seeing 1 billion shares being traded of a stock. I'm sure it's probably happened before, but to me, it's absolutely mind-boggling. There's nothing that jumps to my mind anyway, as far as a stock that's traded 1 billion shares in one trading day. So it's just craziness. It probably happens. Y'all can comment below stocks that you know of that have traded 1 billion shares in a day. But as far as my recent recollection anyway, I don't recall anything trading 969 million as of now shares in one day. This thing is, and it really hasn't even, of course it's up a crazy amount. It's up 236% on the day, which is insane. But hell, we had Kodiak, or whatever I think it was Kodiak, KODK. We've had stocks that went up a lot more than that, a lot crazier percentage. So it's not nuts in that respect, but it is up 240% as of right now at this moment after hours. And just look at the after hours volume. This thing is trading after hours with so much volume that you can't really even tell that it's after hours. You know, typically after hours you're going to get some jumping around and some minutes here and there where there's no shares being traded. But this thing is just chugging right along. And of course, you know, right now I would have actually liked to have bought this break of the 200 moving average, how it broke through there, because it came down close to testing VWAP after hours, and then it is the volume weighted average price, and then it climbed back up and it crossed the 200 moving average and then kind of tested it again and then took off. And I would have been buying this right here at the break of this level and just breaking above the 200 moving average, but I cannot, because in my E-Trade account I don't have any more day trades because this small account's under the PDT rule. One more reason why the PDT rule is frustrating, because you see situations where like, hey, I would buy that, I'd take a trade, but you can't because you don't have any trades left. And then my CMEG account, CMEG account, they only trade until 4:30 p.m. my time. They only trade post-market for an hour and a half after the market closes, which would be 4:30 my time, and it's 5:11. So can't trade it in my CMEG account. So it's kind of frustrating to see moves that you'd like to take. I don't make a giant habit out of trading after hours. It's a little more volatile, the spread's usually larger, etc., etc., etc. So don't really do that so much, but every once in a while, and this is one today where it just has so much volume that you can trade it after hours just like you could trade it during market hours. So I would have possibly bought this when the stock broke down close to VWAP and it's got a decent amount of support in that area. I might have bought that, and I definitely would have bought this first green candle here once it came back and tested the 200 and started popping back up. Yeah, I'd be looking to buy that. I'd be still holding it long to see what it does with these levels here of resistance, because it very well, all day I've kind of been watching this. I've traded it a couple times, and I've been thinking that this could be a big runner after hours, which it didn't so far. But a lot of times when you get a stock that is up a crazy amount and it's been halted a time or two, and then it has a lot of volume like this stock, after hours, a lot of the times you'll see those stocks fly. This GEVO is an example of the market being a little more choppy now. It used to be a few weeks ago. I know I talked about this last night. I've talked about it in previous videos, but we got so used to the crazy momentum that the stocks would not even be that choppy. You'd just see them kind of going straight up, and it was a lot easier to trade them than, for instance, this stock, which every time it goes up, it'll come back down, and it'll pull back, which, you know, of course, pullbacks are normal. But for the previous weeks when the momentum was going crazy, you didn't see as big a pullbacks. And so, for instance, I know there's a couple times today that I bought a breakout. I think I bought this one here where it broke out past the high, and then I got stopped out because I was looking to hold it, hoping that it would really shoot up, and it ends up pulling right back down, and I stopped out. The key to being consistently profitable is cutting your losses quickly. That really is the difference maker. If you can keep your losses small and then let your winners ride, it sounds simple enough, and I know everybody says it, but it really is true. If you keep your losses small, so you keep your stops tight and you get out of it. If it's not doing what you want, you get right back out of it, then you can always buy it again. And that's the key to being consistent. You have to have a strategy, a proven strategy, but then you have to keep your losses small. Keep them tight. Keep your stops tight. Keep yeah, you know, I don't know any other way to say it. You just keep your losses small, and that way your winners outweigh your losses. It sounds simple enough, and when emotions get involved and you got money on the line, not so easily done, as all of you know. If you're watching this video, you're probably trading or thinking about trading, and you'll find, if you haven't already, that once emotions get involved, it becomes a lot more difficult. That's really the reason why trading is difficult and why people lose money, is because you really got a 50-50 shot. If you're buying a stock, you got a 50-50 shot of it going up or down, but it becomes complicated because of emotions and because of timing. So stock like this, it's up 240%, 241% as of right now, and it's gone up pretty much all day. So you would think, oh, it's easy to make money on that stock. And it is. If you're paper trading, it's pretty easy. But when you get emotions involved, you end up buying it, and then all of a sudden it's pulling back, and you're having to make that decision of, how much do I want to be down? Do I want to ride out this pullback? Is it going to come all the way back down to VWAP, or is it going to continue up? So yeah, emotions get involved, things get a little more difficult. This stock GEVO had news of, I think it was like the largest contract they've ever had. Let's see, long-term hydrocarbons purchase deal. So it's the largest purchase deal that the company has had. And I'm guessing maybe the catalyst is bigger than what I understand at first glance. It doesn't seem like that amazing of a catalyst to be trading 1 billion shares, but maybe somebody knows more about it than I do. Like I said in my previous videos, I don't focus that much on fundamentals. I pretty much read the headline. I do want there to be some kind of catalyst, and that, you know, I'm looking for a catalyst, then I'm looking for a setup that I know is a consistent setup, and that's really all I'm looking at. So I don't spend a ton of time reading all the financials and reading all the fundamentals, looking into the news and digging deep into it. Most of the time I'm not really that big into all those details. I just want to know that there is a catalyst and that it's somewhat of a solid catalyst. And then I'm just looking for my setup. And that being because I scalp, I'm not looking to hold the stock all day or multiple days, so the fundamentals don't matter as much to me. I'm usually in and out of it within a few minutes. So yeah, a catalyst is good because that means it's going to have more strength than a stock that doesn't have a catalyst. I talked about that in my video yesterday. If you have no catalyst, you'll see them drop right back down to where they came from a lot quicker. So it's a lot more risky to hold them long for any period of time. This thing shot up out of the gate. It did provide multiple dip opportunities. On this stock, breakouts didn't work as well, wouldn't have been as good of a play. It's more of a dip buying scenario. So when the stock pulls back, especially towards VWAP, that's when you want to get in it, and then sell when it gets close to the high of day, or at least that's my strategy on a stock like this that's more choppy. It did get halted going up right here. It got halted coming down. We talked about halts yesterday. If you haven't seen that, check out the video from yesterday. We talked a lot more about halts because of BDR being halted for such a long time. That was kind of the topic yesterday, getting stuck in halts. But anyway, this thing got halted on the way up, halted on the way down, halted again on the way down. I ended up trying to dip buy it here. I actually tried to dip buy it here. I know that was one trade I took. Ended up losing money on that because I thought this little bit of support here, as fast as it was dropping, this little support would hold up and I might get a bounce off of that support. Instead, I got stuck in a halt going down, and I was, that's just how it goes sometimes, but I was pretty nervous. Wasn't holding a very big position, but I was holding, any position at all will make you nervous if you get stuck in a halt on the way down. And I ended up getting out as it popped up, and I didn't lose very much, maybe like $30 or something like that, $50, not very much. And then it continued down, so I was glad that I got out of it. I thought it might be over at that point, but the volume is just so crazy that it held VWAP and then bounced off of it. But then it came all the way back down and almost tested VWAP again. So you see what I'm saying about it being, the volume kept it strong enough to keep going and to stay above VWAP, but it also, because it was so crowded when you're trading almost 1 billion shares, it can get pretty choppy, pretty up and down. You don't get the run a lot of the time that you would. It's almost too much volume to where it makes the stock a little more difficult to trade. But anyway, it did provide quite a few opportunities to the long side and the short side. There were no shares to short. I was looking to short it after this first halt, and then when it was popping up, I was wanting to get short there, which I probably would have got stopped out because it went even higher. But anyway, there wasn't any shares to short at the brokers that I use. I don't know if you guys could find any or not. By the way, make sure you comment down below any questions you have, comments, things I can do better, or things you like or don't like. And make sure you give me a like. Hit the little thumbs up button. That helps the YouTube algorithm to push my videos to other people. I'm just a guy here, hobby trader, but I'm trying to help anybody out that I can to get to the same level that I'm at, which is not master guru trader, just a guy trying to stay consistently profitable as a hobby and then eventually maybe make it my full-time living. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already. We did cross 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Thank you so much for the support. And next stop, monetization, and hopefully making my first dollar from YouTube, which would be awesome. If I decide to put ads on here, I haven't yet because I'm a little bit conflicted about putting ads on or not. So I do have a link in the description for Acorns. It's a passive way of investing your spare change, basically roundups, and then you can get dividends from it and whatnot and make money on it. save money for things that you don't have budgeted for, like Christmas and whatnot. That's what I use it for. And if you sign up through my link, you get $5 and I get $5 once you sign up through the link and then deposit your first deposit, which I think only the minimum's like $5 or $10 or something. I don't know. Not very much. And I think it's a pretty cool app. So check it out if you're interested in supporting me in that way and also making yourself $5. Anyway, back to GEVO. It's just a crazy stock. I can't believe that it's traded almost 1 billion shares, 971 million as of right now, and it is up 238% as it is pulling back briefly right now after hours. But like I said, just crazy. The volume even after hours looks like, you know, more volume than most stocks trade during market hours. So it's pretty cool. I like to see it. Would have liked to have seen it really take off, but then again, I can't trade it at this point anyway. So hopefully you guys are making money with it and did make a bunch of money with it throughout the day with all the different opportunities. Comment down below how much you made on it or lost if you traded it. I'm sure most of the people watching this did trade it because, yeah, almost 1 billion shares. So most of you guys probably traded this at some point in time if you're watching this video and you trade the stock market. So let me know if you made money or lost money and where you took your trades at. Another thing I wanted to cover was Tesla, just because this thing, Tesla, is insane to me. Somebody commented and said that the market cap is now over what Toyota's worth, which is crazy to think about. It is a great company, and I think their product is awesome, and I do believe in them. I don't have a Tesla, but at some point, I probably will. But I do like what they're doing. They've made a great product. People love it, and it's absolutely crazy that this thing, if we go back 1 year, it's gone up 1,000% in the last year. It was trading down here around $200 a year ago, and here it is crossing 2,000. Elon Musk himself, I believe it was around $1,000 that he said that he thought that it was overbought, that he thought it was overvalued, and that it was, basically he thought his own company was not worth as much as the stock was trading for. So it's pretty funny that since then it's doubled in price. The recent news of the split really sent it skyrocketing again. So I did not think that we would see Tesla cross $2,000 this year, but here we are, not even halfway. Well, I guess we are over halfway through the year, and it's crossed $2,000. Mind-boggling considering it began the year at, let's see, on the first trading day, it was at $424. So it opened the year at $424, and it's at over $2,000 today. Absolutely bonkers. So if you guys are in Tesla, comment that down below too. I'd love to know who's been taking advantage of this crazy move. To me, it's too expensive. I can't buy enough shares to make it really a meaningful purchase for me to day trade. I wish I could, but just too expensive for me and my accounts. I could put some, buy some or get some in my investment accounts and in my 401k, but as far as day trading, it's just too expensive for me. Anyway, so yeah, those are the two crazy stocks of the day. What's going to happen from here on out? Well, Tesla, if you were going to ask me, I would say it's getting overbought. But I would have also said that when it was at $1,000. So it's anybody's guess how high this thing goes. But to me, it looks really overextended at this point. It's gone pretty well parabolic from $1,400 to over $2,000 just in the last 8 or 10 trading days. Very parabolic. So to me, we're due for a pullback on Tesla, possibly down to this 1900 area, or it could possibly pull back down around 1800 before it continues up. We'll just have to wait and see. That's my prediction for what it's worth. I think it'll pull back. As far as GEVO goes, there was a lot of downward pressure on this. With it trading a billion shares, you really never know. Tomorrow could end up being an even crazier day than today. I have seen it where stocks that have crazy amounts of volume end up running for multiple days. So that is very possible. But it just felt heavy to me as I was watching it and trading it throughout the day. It felt very heavy. Every time it would go up, it just seemed like it would struggle to break through certain key levels, and it would pull back pretty hard. So my feeling, if I was going to guess, would be that it's going to pull back tomorrow. But like I said, when you got a stock trading a billion shares in a day, it's anybody's guess. If they can push it up here, there's got to be people that are heavily shorting it. If it can get pushed up here and hit high of day, we may see it go crazy tomorrow. Just have to wait and see. If we look back on the daily chart, this is 100 days. The daily chart for 100 days, it's broken out past all of that. It's past the 200 moving average. If we go back a year, now we can see where we're running into some of that resistance in the $2 range. So probably going to have a little more difficulty once it gets up there in the $2 range and above. But as I said, with a billion shares traded in a day, you really don't know what's going to happen. It's anybody's guess at this point, but in theory, it should start slowing down when it gets in the $2 range, and from there on up, it should have a little more difficulty, assuming that there could be bag holders and people that bought up in here that are looking to get out. Plus shorts are going to be looking at this as resistance as well and start piling on as it gets up in that $2 range. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. My prediction is it most likely pulls back just because it seemed heavy all day. But I'm hoping for a continuation. I'm hoping it flies tomorrow and continues up and we get all kinds of opportunities tomorrow to the long side. I'd love to get some more breakouts and flags and things out of tomorrow's trading day. It would be awesome. We'll see what happens. Every day is a new day, and every day there's new opportunities, and that's what's exciting about the stock market. I absolutely love it. That's why it's my hobby. That's why I make these YouTube videos, trying to help you guys get started, and also because I just enjoy it. I like talking about the stock market. I enjoy trading. I just like the excitement of every day is a new day, and every day is kind of a challenge to see if you can pull some money out of the market. And when you are successful, there's no greater feeling than there is of sitting there clicking a couple buttons on your mouse, hitting some keys on your keyboard in your home and making money. Like yesterday, I know I made like $70 in 1 minute. And then the day before, maybe 2 days before, I don't know, $250 in like 2 or 3 minutes. So to me, that's just the most exciting and awesome thing. When you can make $70 in 1 minute, or a couple $100 in a couple minutes, $100 a minute, that the potential there is just mind-boggling to me compared to working a 9 to 5 where you're working, an hour to try to make $20, $30, or in some cases $10, slaving away, dealing with customers, bullshit, and all that to make $10, $20, whatever, versus sitting at your computer. And that's why I love the stock market, and that's why I spend all my time, my free time, studying and trading and making videos, doing everything I can, trying to, and also watching other people's videos and trying to learn more. Because hopefully someday I want this to be my full-time job where I can just sit there and click buttons from home, spend a bunch of time with my family, with my kids, and make money from home. It'd be awesome. So that's the goal. That's why you're all watching this video. We all have that same dream, I'm sure, to make a whole bunch of money from the comfort of our home by clicking a few buttons. So anyway, that's all I got today. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Exciting day of trading today. I was really hoping this would break 1 billion shares today, but it's looking less likely as we get into after hours. Only another hour and a half or so left of after hours trading, so probably not going to happen. But still, As we speak, actually, it's spiking up. I just saw it push $2. Yeah, here we go again. You know, I'll be looking at this level right here as a key level of resistance. Can it break through that? And if it does, can it go back up and retest the high of day? Would love to be able to be trading right now and watching this and have an opportunity to take a trade once it pushes these levels and hopefully gets through. So you guys that are watching this, hopefully you are capitalizing on that and making the money that I cannot. So anyway, until tomorrow, probably make another video tomorrow at some point. Let me know, comment down below what you like, what you don't like. If there's any videos that would help you, let me know and I will try to make a video and do what I can to help you guys out. Thanks for the positive feedback. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Peace. Guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, make sure you hit the little thumbs up. Make sure you hit the red subscribe button, notifications on, the little bell thingy that makes you get my notifications that my video has popped up if I make a new one. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the comments. Let me know what I can do to help. Check out my other videos if you get a chance and you haven't seen them. Until next time, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming into the Nomad Treehouse, spending time with me, talking trading, talking about what we can do to make our millions together. I appreciate you stopping by. Let's take the next step together. Let trading set you free. As always, peace.